Queen and Slim, 2019 drama feature debut of Meline Matsoukas, who spent most of her career before and since making music videos. This stars Daniel Kaluuya and Jodie Turner-Smith. The film opens with a first date between two young black people in Ohio in a diner. They met through Tinder, they have a meal, they have a conversation, they're driving home. Probably won't even be a second date. And then they're stopped by a police officer, and the stop goes wrong. There's an eruption of violence, the policeman ends up shot dead, and the two characters go on the run through multiple states to try and reach Florida and escape to Cuba. So I really, really like this film. I think it has an almost dreamlike quality where you're not supposed to maybe take it 100% literal, and you have to sort of suspend your disbelief a little bit when it comes to character actions and decisions and things that happen. It feels a little bit like a modern fairy tale. But if you're able to do that, if you can suspend your disbelief, I think it really is a great time. Fantastic crime slash escape slash road trip atmosphere, great costumes, phenomenal performances from both leads, who I've enjoyed in everything I've seen either of them in so far. Really interesting social commentary on race tensions in America, on the kind of folk legend creation over there. I found it fascinating how the characters end up meeting so many different people, primarily black, who are like, yeah, I knew who you were right away, but don't worry, I'm not going to give you up because I think you're a hero, which feels kind of prescient when you realize this film was made in 2019, a year before the George Floyd murder and the subsequent rise of prominence of the Black Lives Matter movement. Of course, they have been active for close to a decade before, but they haven't really been that famous and popular before 2020, sorry. I like the subplot of the car repair owner, with how it shows that inspiration can go terribly wrong and violence begets violence. I love the exploration of the idea of legacy and memory, of leaving something behind after yourself, the kind of longing for permanence in a world of transience, a world which feels like it's going to be gone, or you're going to be gone in just a minute. The whole film has this vibe of being one last desperate dash towards freedom before an inevitable tragic ending. It's also surprisingly funny for a movie dealing with serious themes like these. The uncle character, the black policeman who lets them go, the argument about watching the car being repaired, and most of all, the whole sequence outside of the fast food joint with the dude they hit with a car, that was just hilarious to me, which also feels genuine, to find and inject those moments of levity and hilarity in an otherwise tragic tale like this. It feels real and lifelike. Also, I have to mention the photo of the two main characters, which is used as both a kind of significant plot point and the movie's poster. I think that photograph is iconic. I think it might transcend the film. Really memorable and beautiful. All in all, great little movie. Thoroughly recommend checking it out.